My name is Rian Gittman. I am a third-degree black belt under Ricardo Liborio and Junior Fernandez, and this is my place. And you come here, and you leave your Brazilian drama, your Jewish tribalism, your whatever gym, whatever nonsense, you leave it outside, because here we're brothers. We're brothers in jiu-jitsu. We all play and love each other. We don't play that. Homie don't play that.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Why did you, what gave you the idea to build a gym?
COVID. I want to thank President Biden for giving us COVID and the pandemic. Because of the pandemic, we built a gym in my backyard and learned how to do jiu-jitsu and got away from all the Brazilian drama.
Gotcha. So there's so many pictures around the gym of your journey. What would you say stood out the most outside of getting your black belt?
I just had the greatest trainers. If you look up there, I had Rafa Rebello, Emir Boussad, Marcos D'Amata, even this guy over here, Jonathan Scargel. These guys were so good. They were such a big part of my learning and growing. And I started jiu-jitsu because my son was doing jiu-jitsu. I was 40 years old when I took my first jiu-jitsu class. And then I met Ricardo Liborio. And from purple to black, I was under Junior Fernandez. So he put the most time and energy into me. He really made me believe that I could be a black belt. Because I remember being a white belt and thinking to myself, man, I'll never be a black belt. I never thought I'd be a blue belt. I used to look at these guys and think they were so far, oh, look how good this guy is. And then when you get your purple belt, like, it's this light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, I might actually make it. And it was just so much fun. And that's why we opened the gym, so that nobody has to pay anything except waters. Nobody has to worry about making money. Nobody has to worry about nothing but coming here and getting better at jiu-jitsu. I've done tournaments all over the country. I've traveled to Brazil studying jiu-jitsu, and I've never won a world championship. I've never won anything. I'm a complete failure when it comes to accolades. So come down and show us how good you are.
Well, thank you, Ryan. Could you give us a little background about what you did before jiu-jitsu?
Well, I boxed. I was a boxer through high school, and I fought in the Golden Gloves and the Silver Gloves back at home. Then I was a boxing coach for a while, and I was one of the trainers in American Top Team for the amateur family, and then some of my fighters fought in the UFC. So I wound up, getting a lot of fun with that. My son, who is the love of my life. You can look him up, Josiah Gittman. I post all his videos. He's been doing jiu-jitsu since he's 6 years old, and he's won tournaments all over the world. And he's a great collegiate wrestler, and so that's been kind of the real joy of my life, is just watching him grow.
Absolutely. Who's your favorite boxer of all time?
Favorite boxer of all time? Smoking Joe Frazier. Smoking Joe. Boom.
What was so good about
another
him?
one is Marvelous Marvin Hagler. K and O. Love those guys. Love those guys.
That's awesome, man. What would you say, just starting the gym and what you've seen till now, since, what has it been, about 3 years, I believe?
Yeah, 3 years.
What would you say is the biggest progression of maybe the athletes or their attitudes? Like, what do you think's like the biggest change you've seen in people that have started as white belts and then now are either green or blue or purple or brown?
You learn a lot about other teachers when you teach. The first thing that you learn after the first year of teaching jiu-jitsu on a daily basis is that your game really goes down, even though your knowledge goes up. And as a black belt who likes to train, you have to set aside a day here and there. You have to set aside certain classes where you can train. Otherwise, your mind says, I'm tournament ready. But like the worst tournament I ever had, we had this tournament here. You could actually see it on the page, called Lab. And I did that tournament. It was the first tournament I'd done in a while after teaching for a year. And it was just a stinker. I felt so out of shape, just the worst tournament I ever had. I went 1-3. I've never lost 3 matches at a tournament ever.
And there were some high-level guys there too, though. Right?
I don't care. I don't care. Whoever steps on the mat, I want to do well against. I at least want to walk away going, man, I did good, and I didn't. So I learned that I have to make that time. And so I've also learned that why a lot of these guys, I mean, I joke about Brazilian drama and stuff like that, but I see why these guys worry, because you're pouring your life into these guys, and all of a sudden somebody says, oh, there's a new gym here, it's 10th Planet, oh, there's a new gym here, it's Mario Sperry, and everybody leaves. Like, we've had so many incarnations of this gym already. And thank God I don't do this for money. So I understand why you pour your life into these people, and then all of a sudden, because some friend says, oh, Gordon Ryan is teaching up at Gamblers, let's all go up there and start training up there. And I totally understand that. If I had the chance, I want to train with Gordon Ryan, I want to train with all these big shot guys. But I also remember, never forget the guys who poured into my life. And I stayed loyal to Laborio. But I won't stay loyal to somebody who's not even loyal to themselves. So when these gyms split, and this guy goes that way and that guy goes that way, and they say, oh, you either train with us or you don't train anywhere. This is America. I train wherever the heck I want to train. And I understand the pain that it hurts when students leave, but I also understand in America, we do what we want. This ain't any other country. We do what we want. If I want to train at 10 different places, that's one of the things I liked about Mikey Musumeci. At first, I hated him for it, because when him and my son were training together as kids, and he would go to other gyms, and we would say, oh man, you're a fence jumper. But you know what? He rounded his game out so nice from going to all these different places. And what I disliked about the kid, I now find to be very admirable. So I love when as a gym and as a team, we go to tournaments together, we go to other gyms together, and we just have good competition. And when people say to me things like, dude, your guys are like hard as a rock, man, these guys are, that's what I love to hear. That's what makes me happy.
What would you say to somebody, last question, to somebody that's watching this, that's thinking, and I want to find a good gym, or I wish I could have a gym that was like yours in my area, but I don't. Like, what direction would you give them?
Yeah, just visit a ton of gyms. Visit a ton of gyms, and wherever that you feel comfortable, start training there. And as soon as they start telling you you can't go anywhere else, leave immediately. That's the red flag. Other than that, visit gyms, pay your dues. I mean, pay your dues not just in blood, sweat, and tears, but pay it with finances. Some of these guys, this is how they make a living, and they're worth $100, $150 a month if they're pouring their life into you. But if they have their picture on the wall, but their purple belt's teaching the class, or they have their picture on the wall, and some other guy's teaching the class, and they tell you got to be loyal to them, No. If you can't train with the black belt of your gym, I'm sorry. That gym ain't for me.
Gotcha. Thank you, Ryan.
Of course.